Over the last few years, you've watched me document my journey through recovery, relationships, uncertainty, growth, and simply catching myself along the way. Today, I'd love to invite you into something that's become deeply meaningful to me. Long before I ever shared my healing journey online, I was someone people naturally confided in. Even as a teenager, I imagined becoming a mediator. I've always been drawn to helping people understand one another and understand themselves. Looking back, I realized this work didn't begin when I started making videos. It began long before anyone was watching. One thing life has taught me is that understanding ourselves isn't always something we can do alone. Sometimes we become so close to our own thoughts, our emotions, our fears, that it's difficult to see clearly. I've learned that having someone who can truly listen, ask thoughtful questions, and reflect back what they hear can help us hear ourselves in a way we couldn't before. When I first began taking my healing journey seriously, I thought healing meant removing myself from the world. I turned inward. I kept to myself. At times, it even felt selfish. But over time, I realized healing wasn't teaching me how to disappear. It was teaching me how to meet the world without losing myself. That's what returning to yourself means to me. Setting aside everything happening around you long enough to honestly ask yourself, how do I feel? Where do I stand? What choice feels most true to who I am? As I continued sharing my reflections, something unexpected started happening. People began reaching out, saying, I felt understood. I needed to hear that. That helped me understand myself. Those messages stayed with me. They made me realize maybe I wasn't just creating content. Maybe I was creating a space. So today, I'm opening that space beyond the screen. Through reflective sessions, I've created a place where we can slow everything down together. We'll make sense of what's been weighing on your heart, untangle what's been feeling confusing, and return to the part of yourself that's always been there, beneath the noise. These sessions are centered around helping you return to yourself through honest reflection, emotional clarity, and meaningful conversation. I've been sharing my healing journey for the last few years, but the truth is, I've spent most of my life reflecting, asking difficult questions, doing shadow work, and learning how to understand myself. To me, shadow work isn't something mysterious. It's simply paying close attention to yourself. The same way someone shadows another person to learn, we learn by observing ourselves, our reactions, our patterns, our triggers. Because when we understand them, we stop being controlled by them. If we spend time together, my hope is that within the first few minutes, you'll feel the comfort of simply being who you are. No judgment, no pretending, just a space where every part of you is welcome. My hope isn't that you leave thinking like me. My hope is that you leave with a lighter heart, a clearer mind, and a stronger trust in yourself. Because I've found when people feel safe enough to become honest with themselves, clarity naturally begins to emerge. If you've ever watched one of my videos and found yourself wondering, why and how does she think like that? How does she catch herself like that? How could I learn to understand myself that way? I'd love to share that space with you. Not so you can become like me, but so you can better understand and love yourself. If you are ready, I'd be honored to sit with you. You can book your reflective session through my Linktree. Thank you for walking alongside my journey. I hope one day I have the opportunity to walk alongside yours. And as always, start from within.